I'm Nora Bacon. I'm a senior, but I'm a third-year student, so I'm a third-year senior. And my current major is political science, and I have minors in history, creative writing, social work, and English. When I was a senior in high school, I applied to a lot of colleges. I actually applied to around 20. Ashland was the 20th college I applied to. I had known a few people from high school who had gone there for sports, but didn't really know anything else about Ashland. I did my Ashbrook and honors program interviews on the same day as my campus visit, and really felt different than all of the other places, the myriad of other places I had visited, because I felt like people were excited that I was there. That was probably the thing that I was the most excited about coming to Ashland, was that it genuinely felt different in the nature that the professors, the staff, anybody I'd talked to, the students, were excited about the potential that I'd come here and my interests and just the fact that I might be a student at Ashland University. The thing that I enjoy most about studying political science is how it has impacted my human relationships. So much of political science is trying to understand people, first and foremost, before trying to understand the way that they work in political societies. One small moment that still makes me smile, because it was exciting, and I mean, both metaphorically and literally, it was kind of a once-in-a-lifetime experience, was sitting on the quad watching the eclipse. I love my political science professors. I love my English professors very much. Being around them and seeing their passion for teaching definitely made me consider a lot more whether I wanted to go into teaching or not. I had an opportunity this past summer to work with the Johns Hopkins University Center for Talented Youth, where I was creating curricula, I was teaching lessons, I was helping students. But it only really reinforced that I was very interested in teaching and learning at the same time, but also helping other people learn about the world. My typical day as an AU student is very, very busy, but it's also very, very diverse. So I have 2 on-campus jobs, so depending on the day, I'm working at my job either as an administrative intern for Ashbrook or as an embedded coach for Western Civilization. I take a lot of different kinds of classes, so I think for me that variety is really nice. I'm taking an art history class and a practical thinking class alongside some of my others this semester. Also an actor, do a lot of stuff related to that. I'm president of Alexander Hamilton Society, which is our international relations society. So figuring out meetings, I have to write a thesis, senior thesis. So meeting with that. I often hang out with my friends at the senior apartments or at Nest. And so for me, I think the main thing I enjoy about every day is that it's not the same. Ashland's community and environment was just very different from where I came from. And so for me, it was learning respect and tolerance for a lot of people who I didn't necessarily agree with, and trying to understand them, and making friends who had completely different religious or political beliefs than I did, and just being able to maybe understand a totally different way of thinking and being, and seeing the world that wasn't necessarily accessible to me in high school. Try the thing that you're worried to try, because there have been so many things that I've done here that I've had a really good time with because I just decided to go to the meeting once, or because I decided to ask the professor about it. So I'd probably tell my past freshman self, like, go to the event, you'll probably enjoy it. Just because it's not your first choice doesn't necessarily mean it's not the right choice for you. Ashland wasn't my first choice when I applied to college by a lot, but it's still been a very, very fulfilling experience, and I'm incredibly happy and glad that I came here. But that I think the emphasis when you're entering college is that You should 100% want to go to somewhere and be very confident you'll stay there the entire time. But that giving a place a shot because you believe it has merit is far more important, especially when you're like me and you're in your third year. You know, I'm a completely different person than my freshman self. Just how personable everybody is. I mean, it's really a community. It's very rare to feel such hominess on a college campus. The sheer care and affection that the faculty have for the students is unmatched. Like, it's truly, I've felt incredibly supported, seen, heard. I think more than just supported, I mean, I'm a pretty ambitious student, is that none of my professors, or professors I'm close with, professors I'm not close with, professors I've had one class with, if I've gone to them about something, none of them have ever said, well, I don't know, maybe not. All of them have said, let's try to see if you can do that. I think you can do that. Let me see if I can help you do that. Or even more than that, yes, I'd love to talk about the book a little bit more. Why don't you look at these things? I found it helpful while reading this. I found it helpful while looking at these charts. So to me, the care and the affection the faculty put, the work they put into the relationships with students has probably made me feel the most supported. The Ashland community is wonderful. I'm going to really miss it when I graduate, just because of the sheer amount of service opportunities and stuff that I never would have dreamt of anywhere else. So I think just, it's very much the whole package. It's a whole package. It's not just, I'm like, oh, I like the academics, but not the community life or the area or something like that. It truly is like a whole package.